28th of October, and we're sitting here in the Lido Club Berlin. My name is Kalle from Kalle and I'm sitting here next to
Beth Hart.
Nice to meet you, Beth.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah. Thank you that you come here to Berlin. I know that you like this city. You posted on...
Crazy in love with Berlin, absolutely. But all the big cities in Germany, everyone is special and unique, and yeah, just having such a great time with the audiences. They want to rock, they want power, and so we're thrilled. We enjoy it here so much.
Okay. How was the sound check tonight?
It was excellent, and so was the sound check in Hamburg. It's like all the sound systems are so good. It sounds perfect, yeah.
It's different like in Los Angeles?
I think that in Los Angeles, in order to have good sound, you either have to get really, really lucky, or you have to be famous and have your own sound system, you know? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Why it's so difficult to get a sound system in US?
I don't know, I don't know why, you know? That's just been my experience. Maybe I'm wrong. But my memories of it is that way.
You're not wrong, because I'm talking to a band from Detroit, Halloween.
Yes.
The guys told me that you have to bring your own stage equipment with you for the whole show, and they kick out if you don't have something.
You're screwed, I know it. Yeah, that's the way it is.
So that's luxury for you here in Germany?
Yeah, it's a luxury for us in all of Europe. We noticed that when I first really started coming here a lot in the early 2000s. And we were just so spoiled, you know, now from Europe's sound. So, well.
Okay. But let's come a bit to your history.
Okay.
I read in your biography that you start in the age of 4 and listen to a spot on TV with Beethoven. And you never play before keyboard. That's really crazy. How does it came that you think, I have to play this song?
I was just playing around. I was just a little girl playing around in the den, underneath the den table, in front of the TV, and the TV was on, and it was playing a Beethoven song for a piano commercial, and it was the first time that something affected me like that, and I started crying. I just was so beyond moved by it. And then that night, in the middle of the night, I just remember my parents coming out, because I was just playing a little bit of, you know, what I could remember from it, and my parents gushing and crying, and they're like, oh my God, it's so wonderful. And I was like, yeah, this is wonderful. I'm having so much fun. So I just kind of knew that, I think then, that I loved the attention and I loved the sound and the feel of the piano.
Yeah, and you start playing piano, then you start guitar, and start singing everything you learn by yourself and with teachers. And I heard in another interview that your teacher, Miss Davis, kicked you out. Yeah, kicked you out from
You know everything.
No.
Well, you know what she did? She made them. She was so awesome, first of all, and she was trying to teach me for several years there, but she kept making the mistake of playing the songs and then sending you home to work it out and practice and come back. Well, you know, when you're a kid, your ear is so powerful as a kid that you could just figure it out. And so she thought I was reading, and then she realized that I wasn't reading. I hadn't really learned anything.
Okay.
But she was a wonderful painter, and she inspired me a lot to paint. She just had amazing, huge, she had a beautiful house, and she was like a witch. She had long, black, straight hair. But what a great, great lady. Yeah.
And you never see her next to her at the time. So I know that you travel to her house and watch her through the house in the city. I heard in another interview.
I didn't know that.
In another interview I watched.
But I think I've only said that to like one person ever. Yeah, I did. When I got older, I remember I drove and I sat out in the front of her house and just watched the house. I don't know why I didn't go up and knock on the door, but I just sat and watched and thought about all her love and her artistry and how great she was. Yeah.
Maybe when you come back to the US, you will travel there and go, hello.
She's probably not alive. She was so much older at the time, and I'm 40 now, so she would have to be, if she was alive, like 90-something years old. Maybe she is alive. I should take a shot anyway. Yeah. Knock on the door.
Do it.
I will. I will. I promise I will.
And bring her a CD from your...
Yeah, I'm going to do that when I get home, actually. Yeah.
Beth, could you remember your first band you ever played in? Was it a school band? Was it an orchestra? Or was it a solo band?
Well, I was playing piano for a lot of years, and then Then when I was in the 4th grade, they introduced us to a bunch of different instruments at school. And one of the instruments that I really wanted to play was the bass, the upright bass.
Okay.
So I said, that's the instrument I want. And they said, well, we're sorry, but they're all taken. And I said, well, give me the next biggest instrument, and it was the cello. So I played cello for many years, and then acoustic guitar, which I still play. I don't play the cello anymore. And a little bit of bass.
Oh.
I'm not a great bass player, but I really love it. I love that tone. And it pisses me off that they didn't have the bass, because if I would have learned that thing, I would definitely be playing that on stage today, but I'm not good enough to play it live. I like it for writing, though, and just mess around at home. Yeah.
And your first band name, do you remember?
The first real name of my first band was called the Ocean of Souls, and I was, 1920, and I made a record.
Oh.
And on an indie label called Raz Records, and we put it out in the States, and I went to colleges, and tried to play and stuff like that. Yeah.
Own songs, I think, yeah?
Yeah, original songs, yeah.
So no cover band, so just start directly with own songs.
No, I never did a cover band. The only time I ever did covers was when I started working with Joe Bonamassa, and he had the idea for us to do a soul covers album, which we did, called Don't Explain. I just love it. It was one of the best experiences of my whole life. He is amazing.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites. Yeah, he's an amazing guy.
You work together with Slash.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Truly a legend, a living legend. And I was very terrified. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, it's Slash. Oh my God. But what a gentleman. What a sweet. Have you ever spoken to him?
No.
Oh, he's so
I would
gentle.
like to.
He's such a gentleman. He's just really, smart and mellow and easy to be around. Great guy.
When I sing to Slash, every time I see him on the front of the church, I'm playing November Rain solo.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's unbelievable when you play and. Great. Do you remember your first concert you ever played in your life?
Yeah, I mean piano. It was a piano concert. I was 4, and it was
4?
Yes, because I remember I started taking lessons that year when I was 4.
Okay.
When I started playing little Beethoven there, and actually it was a song that I'd written, because I was writing a lot of music at that age, but I wasn't writing any lyrics or singing or anything. It was just piano, and I remember my sister Sharon, who passed away. She was so wonderful. What a great sister, and I was so terrified. So she walked me up there, and she sat down by the piano bench and held onto my foot while I played the song. I remember it just like it was yesterday. Yeah. Really cool.
So you got never stage fright or something like that?
Yeah, I've always had a bit of stage fright from time to time. Really what happens is when I haven't performed for people for a while, I'll be pretty nervous. But then once I've been doing 2, 3, 4 shows, I relax, we're on tour, and then I really can't wait to get out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What comes after your first band? What musical steps?
Well, after I made that first independent record with Raz Records, Ocean of Souls, I had done a television show called Star Search.
93, right?
Yes, and I won the show, and then I made the record with Raz, and nothing really happened. Nothing really came of it. So I started playing on the streets. And that's when I met my manager, who is still my manager today, for 18 years, David Wolf, and he signed me with Atlantic Records, and then I made my first major label deal. Called Immortal, a record called Immortal, and then went on from there.
The craziest thing with Star Search is that you do it because of a bet with your friend.
How do you know everything?
On your biographic on your website.
So weird. Oh, is it on the website?
Yes, it is.
Well, there you go. God, I should go on my own website sometimes. Yeah, my best friend in the world, who's still one of my best friends to this day, Ron Williams. I met him at High School of Performing Arts. He's a singer, great singer. And he said, Beth, I'm going to give you $50 if you go audition for Star Search. And I was so broke. I was like, you got it, man. Give me that money. And I never thought in a million years that I'd make it on the show. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to seem humble. I really didn't think what I was doing would have worked for the show. I thought it was more conservative stuff. And instead, they gave me a call and they're like, you got it. And I said, I don't want it. And I hung up the phone. And then the producer, I guess, got in touch with me and he said, hey, you can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to dress in a ball gown or do songs we give you, you know, do your own music, do your own thing. And so I was like, okay.
And you sung your own song, right?
I sang my own songs. I also covered, I did a total of 13 songs on the show. Okay. So some of them I'd written, and I covered an Aretha, Think, You Better Think. And I covered Janice, Take Another Piece of My Heart. Yeah. So, and I covered Like the Way I Do from Melissa Etheridge. Oh, God, I had the best time. Really? I had the best time doing the show.
Okay, could you give us a short performance?
Of?
Whatever you like from the songs.
From the Star Search? Are you kidding me? You put me on the spot, man. Let's see, oh my God. You're so embarrassing me. You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Oh, think. There you go. There's a little bit.
Great. Okay. Great voice. I like your voice. It's unbelievable that you got so smoky in your voice a bit. It's great. Thank you. You know Bonnie Tyler?
Yeah.
A bit off?
Yeah. You know, I'd written a song last year with a buddy of mine named James House, and she covered the song.
Really?
Yeah. She put it out. Yeah.
Well, she will come on tour next year with Rock Meets Classic, together with all famous bands, members from Toto and everything else. So that's really cool. Would you say that Star Search helped you in your career, or would you say that you could perform with Slash again without Star Search?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. When I was on the show, it was nothing like what the television shows of today are with singers. It was not popular at the time when I did it. It was on in the middle of the night on Sundays. When I finished it, in no way did it get me a record deal, because I couldn't get a record deal until Atlantic with my manager Dave Wolf, and that was 3 years later. So yeah, it had nothing to do with that. And if anything, it hurt me, because at that time when you did stuff like that, people didn't take you seriously. They didn't think that you were a real artist. At least record companies didn't. So they wouldn't give you a deal. So when I did my deal with Raz, which was the indie record for Ocean of Souls, that was with the manager I already had at the time. It was his label. So, you know what I mean? I was already with him before I ever did the show. Cool. So, yeah, I don't think so. But on the other hand, it did teach me about television and how much I love doing television. I'm doing television coming up in a couple of days, and I can't wait. It's so much fun. It just is. I enjoy it. But
it's difficult to stand in front of a camera and to watch in the camera and say, hello, I'm Beth, and...
You just ignore the camera.
Really?
Yeah, you just sing to the audience and perform, do your thing. I don't really ever sing into a camera. I mean, if I'm doing like an interview, I'll look in, or if I'm talking on the thing, I'll look in. But if I'm singing, I'll be singing to someone in the audience. Okay. Yeah.
And what would you give a newcomer band on a way, or a newcomer solo artist on a way, if, when they try to start in the music business right now? Would you say do it on your own, or take a manager or a booker with you in the first time?
I don't think that there is a system in which is best. I think it depends on the individual. If any advice I would offer would be, don't do this because you want to become famous or rich, because that's such a rare thing that happens. I think that you got to do it because you really love it. So if fame comes or money comes, cool. But if fame doesn't come or money doesn't come, still cool, because you're doing what you love to do and it makes you happy. Yeah. And I think that has to be the most important thing. And also, if people are applauding you, you're never as good as what they say. And if people are booing you, you're never as bad. You can't allow other people to determine your own self-worth. So just really embrace it if you love it, and know that you're meant to do it. If you love something, you're meant to do it and enjoy it. Yeah.
And what can the fans expect from the show tonight when they never see you before? How would you describe your own show?
A lot of energy. Certainly songs from the past records. It's going to be quite a few songs from this record now. A fantastic band. And hopefully, a lot of love. I mean, we really love doing this, and we love the audience. So hopefully they'll feel that. Okay. Yeah, and walk away with a big smile on their face.
Hope to see a Facebook entry from you, like the same in Hamburg, that you want to get the crowd home. Maybe tonight. Yeah. We will see.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be really good. The vibe of the club is great, so I'm sure it'll be great.
It was an old cinema.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, way cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, Mike.
So, Beth, at the end of the interview, I would like to have your all-time favorite band. So you can pick maximum 6 members. They can be alive or dead. From every band you want to take them.
Oh, okay. I've been asked this question before. I'm going to give it to you. So Beethoven on the piano. Jeff Beck on guitar. Dizzy Gillespie on the horn. Aretha Franklin doing backup and lead. Tom Waits playing acoustic guitar.
Okay.
And my favorite drummer in the world, and my brain is not working right now. Oh, wait. Gosh darn it. On bass, I would, God, you have to forgive my brain right now. It's not working. He's the best bass player. Frick. Oh, Les Claypool. I love his bass playing.
Okay.
And I wish my husband was in here so I could answer who's my favorite drummer, which I can't remember right now. Can't believe it. He's the guy that I played with Jeff. I can't believe I can't remember his name. You have to give me a second because I have to give it to you. Hey, Bianca! I don't know why I can't remember the name of the drummer that played with Jeff.
Vinny?
Yeah, Vinny Colaiuta. There you go. Thank you, Bianca. Yes.
Okay.
Vinny Colaiuta on drums, Les Claypool on bass, Tom Waits on acoustic guitar, Jeff Beck on electric guitar, Dizzy Gillespie on horn, Aretha Franklin on vocals, Etta James on vocals, James Brown on vocals.
Okay, a big band.
It has to be a big band, and Beethoven on the piano.
Okay. And the first names you can in your mind? What was it? What would the band? What
would be the name of the band?
Correct.
The Shit.
Really?
Yes. This is the Shit. That's what would be the name of the band.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Beth, and thank you for the time.
Okay.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Hope you like the
my
question.
pleasure. Appreciate
This
it.
small gift is for you.
Oh, cool.
And the last words in the camera are for you too.
Hey, everybody. God bless. Much love. Come on down, check out a show and the new record, Bang Bang Boom Boom. And thank you so much for having me on your show. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Beth.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.